Hey busy crafters, welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you're returning. My name is Jessica and you are watching The Busy Housewife. Now I do have two channels, and on The Busy Housewife we do regular crafts, woodworking, turning tires into wells, which we are now into our fall crafting. The video that is coming out is actually fall crafts with wine corks, and so that's what we do on this channel. It's home decor, it's friendly budget budget friendly decorations, it's seasonal, it's everything like that. So that's what we do on this channel, The Busy Housewife. Now, for The Busy Housewife, if you guys could please subscribe to this channel, it's totally free. I'm not asking for anything. I'm not asking for anything out of your wallet or out of your household or supplies or anything like that. What I am asking for is 100% free. You could do it in the comfort of your own room or house or wherever you want to watch YouTube. I mean, we're not going to get too far into that. But if you could just please subscribe to this channel. And if you think you're subscribed, can you please make sure you are still subscribed, because YouTube likes to play a cruel joke on us, and they take away subscribers. And that is kind of disheartening. It's kind of discouraging a little bit, because we're just really trying to just do our best. And coming up with projects, especially now since everybody's doing projects and all that stuff, it's basically just a who did it better type of stuff. So if you like what you see on this video today, please share this video, like this video, subscribe to this channel, and comment. I do get back to the comments. You guys are a bunch of very creative and wonderful people that I enjoy interacting with all the time. And yeah, so we are into fall crafting now, and I already have a video that's coming out today, actually, August 18th. Yep. Today at August 18th, it's a crafting channel, or of course it's a crafting channel. Anyways, it's a fall crafting with wine corks, so be sure to go check that out if you haven't already. And please hype the videos, hype this video, hype the wine cork video, hype all the videos. It really helps out my channel. It's totally free to you guys. I'm not asking for anything else other than just for you guys to like, share, subscribe, hype, and comment. I do get back to the comments. So enough with The Busy Housewife. I do also have another channel called The Busy Housewife Paper Cottage. Now, before you say, paper, it's stuff like this. So this is made of paper, okay? This is a Christmas ball, and I made two of them. The gold, and see the bows. This one I made a little bit different by putting the little pearls. It's got the pearls on top, but it's got the pearls right there. I did not put the pearls here. You could add things to the middle just to give it a little bit more bling. But that is what we are doing over there on the Paper Cottage, the Busy Housewife Paper Cottage, as well as I do Faith-Filled Fridays. And I haven't been over there this week because I'm doing two channels, cleaning a house, my house, because I am a housewife, and my home does take priority. So, we do that. So this is Faith-Filled Fridays. I made this shadow box way too big to actually fit in that shadow box right there. But this is what we do on Faith-Filled Fridays over there on the paper channel, the Busy Housewife Paper Cottage. Is on Fridays, I take a Bible verse and I turn it into a 3D shadow box. And so this is my depiction of Proverbs 4:23. And this is guarding your heart. And as I'm putting it together, I am telling the story of what I think guarding your heart is. And that's why Jesus and prayer and heart and the good book and Holy Bible and everything like that. So we do have Faith-Filled Fridays and all that. I have to learn time management. It's kind of hard with running two channels as well as running a household. But I'm getting there. I'm getting the hang of it. I am. I'm getting a hang of it. So, and another thing is where I also did like a little shaker card. Now, cards, if they're cute like this, I may do them a little bit more, but I like the more complex paper ones. And so go over there and subscribe, like, share, comment, and hype those videos as well. It really helps me out. And the next paper project that I'm working on, I just have to get it all cut out and everything, is something that has to do with a bouquet. That's all I'm giving you. It is fall, and it is going to be a bouquet, and so stay tuned for that one. So thank you so much for spending your time with me. Thank you for watching me and listening to me, and I really do appreciate all of you guys from the bottom of my heart. You guys are truly the best. And I appreciate you guys, and I can't tell you that enough. And I do think that we need to let people know that we appreciate them when we do. So all of you subscribers and viewers out there, I appreciate you for spending your valuable, precious time with me and watching what I do on these channels. So thank you so much. And I will see you in the craft room. Bye. Okay, so we have 3 fall projects for you, and this is project number 1, and today it's all about the pumpkins. That is right. So what I did here is I got moldable foam clay, and guys, oh my goodness, I absolutely love this foam clay. It is amazing. It's lightweight. It's easy to use. It says non-toxic on it, but I used gloves anyways because this is the first time that I'm actually using it, and it kind of reminded me of marshmallow fluff. And I'm like, okay, this is weird, but it's really good. So what I'm doing here is I'm trying to roll it into a ball. And I've noticed that when I'm wearing the gloves, it's not going to be smooth. And I kind of like that because what we're doing is we are making our very own from scratch pumpkin tea light holder candle thingamajiggities. Yeah, that's right. And so when I'm using the gloves, it's putting indents in it, it's putting wrinkles in it, and I was like, you know what? I've never went to the store and actually seen a perfect pumpkin. I've been to the pumpkin patches and everything, and some of them have marks and gouges and stuff like that on the side. That's just the way they grow. And so I was like, you know what? I'm not trying to make it perfect and smooth because pumpkins are not perfect and smooth. So what I did here is after I got the shape that I wanted, and I liked the fact that there was wrinkles and there was marks in the side of it, I took off my gloves, tried to smooth it out just a little bit. Right here, I am using twine to make the indentions of the pumpkin. I found an easier way to do that, and so just do that. I took my little spatula that the Cricut gives you, and then I just make the indentions in there. But before I did that is I took a little tea light and I put it in the middle, and I squashed it down and spread it out to make it where the tea light will fit. Now, something that I have noticed is the tea light fits right now, but as it starts to dry, it shrinks up a little tiny bit, and it does take 24 hours to dry to the touch, and it does take 48 hours to dry completely. So I did have to start this and then let it sit overnight, and that is totally fine. This is the first project that I was doing, and then while it was drying, I finished off the other projects. And then right here, I'm showing you where I actually made the indentions a little bit deeper with the spatula that you can either get from the Cricut or from the Dollar Tree or Michael's Lowe's, it doesn't matter. So then right here, I am using the paint chocolate as well as pumpkin, because I thought, no, that's Harvest Orange. That's what it is. And I painted them all up. And then I took those 2 square things. They were called coasters, but I was like, dang, those are huge coasters. Kind of drink fits on that? Like a 64 ounce? Like I have 64 ounce bottles, but my goodness. So I put some hot glue on there, and I put the pumpkins on there. And then I go ahead and play with Spanish moss, which I love the look of Spanish moss, but I really, really do not like playing with Spanish moss because it's messy. It gets everywhere. And if you're not careful, it's in your hair. And don't tell me how I know, guys. Don't ask me how I know. Yeah. So that's what I'm doing here is I'm going ahead and I'm putting the Spanish moss all the way around it. And then I do give it a haircut. Now, I don't mind giving Spanish moss a haircut. I cannot give you guys haircuts because then I will be sued. And then, yeah, so let's not do that. So I'll just give the Spanish moss a haircut. And I turn it down to where it's a little bit manageable, but still fluffy and kind of cool. So then here I found these pine cones that I got from Hobby Lobby many years ago, and I found out that my crafting supplies for fall have been reduced to a tiny little box. So now I have to wait for the fall crafts to go on sale and then go crazy. And yeah, so that's what I'm doing here. So one of them, I see that pumpkin there with the white pumpkin, and it's a white pumpkin, and it just looks way too stark, but I was like, you know what, I'm just going to continue on. Now, I did put little green flowers that I got from Temu a long time ago on the side, and then I was like, let's just do these little pumpkins and see how it is. And so, yeah, I was kind of iffy about it. I was like, I don't know, it kind of looks like marshmallows from here, but, yeah, so I finish up with the white pumpkins. And then I heard you guys screaming, take those white pumpkins off. That looks hideous and terrible. And so I did. I listened to you guys, and then I just replaced them with the flowers, the little green flowers that I think is appropriate. And yeah, so that candle that's sticking up a little bit, I could have shoved it all the way down there, but I needed that candle to be easy access for a next project. So let me know what you think about these homemade from scratch foam clay tea light pumpkin candle holders, because I think they're adorable. Absolutely adorable. But I do want to know what you guys think, and leave that in the comments down below. Okay, so thank you so much to all my subscribers and my viewers. I appreciate you guys so much. It means the world to me that you guys tune into my channel and listen to the craziness that goes on over here. And I know your time is precious and it's valuable, and so I really do appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. You guys are absolutely important to me and this channel. So thank you guys so much. Okay, so now here's on to project number 2. This one, I have to say, is my 100% absolute favorite. And it's one of the easier ones. So I went to Hobby Lobby last year, and I got these 2 amber candlesticks as well as pumpkins with the lids. But hot glue and glass, they don't like each other. They're not friends. They will tolerate each other for a time, but then once somebody says something, and then your project breaks because they do not get along. So how am I going to do this? I'm using the UV resin, and I love resin. I love playing with resin. I love making things out of resin. It is a little bit more time consuming with the resin, but this UV resin is absolutely amazing. So what I did is I start off by taking the sticker off at the bottom. I also used some Goo Gone to make sure all of the goobers were gone. And then I use, so right here, I am taking the Goo Gone and scrubbing it to make sure all of the sticky goobers are gone. And then because I'm using resin, since I'm using resin, what I do with all of my resin projects or my sublimation projects is I do hit them with some alcohol. And not the alcohol you drink, okay? It's just like alcohol you put on your boo-boos, or not hand sanitizer either, even though that's probably the same thing. So then I just make sure everything is cleaned off with alcohol. And then because I'm playing with resin, I am putting on gloves. Now, I did not wear masks on this. This resin has low odor. You can still kind of smell it, but once it dries, then it's good. So that pumpkin had like a little bit of waves on the bottom of it, and I was like, this isn't going to work. So the UV resin dries whenever the UV lamp goes off. So right there, I'm sitting there going, this is not going to work. Oh my gosh. So I put just a little bit more resin on there and pray and hope to God above, and he came through. I turned that on, and I left it, and even though it's sped up a little bit, I think it's on for like a minute and a half. I'm not 100% sure. So I got the resin, and I got the resin UV lamp off of Amazon. The lamp is from Let's Resin. Once it turns off, it's cured. It's done. So then I just made sure to do it on the other side. It was not moving at that time. Everything came together, and this project is in fact going to last because I used that same UV resin on my husband's bumper when it cracked, and it was a carbon fiber bumper, and it cracked, so I used it on there, hit it with it, and that is still going strong, and it's been over a year, so his bumper is still doing very well. So now, this pumpkin wasn't as wobbly and wiggly, so I'm like, okay, maybe this will work. If it doesn't, and there's a little bit of an imperfection, then I would just hit it again with a little bit more UV resin, and then hit it with the lamp again. So again, I'm hitting it with the UV lamp, and then I'm turning it around and hitting it with again. And then they are stuck together, and they will not come apart. So UV resin, absolutely amazing. Wonderful product. I highly recommend it. You can make earrings out of it. They do have UV resin in multiple different colors, which I have, which I'm going to be using to do some jewelry as well. So once the lamp goes off, then it is cured, the smell is gone, and you're good. But don't do what I do. Anytime you're using resin, take safety first. All right. Now, I did get 2 different sizes of them because I like the little offset. So what I'm doing here is my middle son brought me a whole bunch of ribbon. A whole bunch. And right here, yes, I am using hot glue on here because if I decide, okay, I want to change it out a little bit, I can still change it out. Because, again, glass and hot glue, they tolerate each other. They're not friends. And I go ahead and take this ribbon that my middle son got me, and I go all the way around both pumpkins. I do not believe that I make you watch both of them because I think you get the gist of it. But if I did, I'm sorry. I am so, so sorry. And yeah, so I am just going in between the little divots that the pumpkin has, and then we came around to the end, and I just put a little bit of hot glue there, and then a little bit of hot glue there, and then I do that. Now, where the 2 pieces come together is what I'm making the front, because I can hide it under a bow. And that's exactly what I did. So I just go ahead and take a little bit of the ribbon, and I turn it into an awareness ribbon, and then I just flip it over and tie on a Chanel stem, or I forgot what else they're called. Oh, right now you're going to watch me struggle with the ribbon because it does not want to do it. Pipe cleaner. That's another thing. So I use the pipe cleaner to keep the ribbon in place, and then it's like there's stark white. And so I just take, I'll show you guys. So I'm like, okay, it's holding together. It's looking pretty good. So now I'm just going to cut off the extra of the pipe cleaner, and I'm going to hot glue it to the ribbon. Not to the glass, I'm going to hot glue it to the ribbon. Again, that way, if I really want to change out the ribbon or the look of the pumpkins, I can take it off. I can even decide that if I want to put a jack-o'-lantern face on these pumpkins, I can do that and then just use them as a Halloween decoration, even though I don't decorate for Halloween, and I love this project so much, so my sister is not going to get it because it's going to stay fall. I can even change out the ribbon for fall as well. So I do that, and then I take these little, they're called table scatter, and they're fall leaves, and I just place it right there in the middle. Now, it is looking pretty plain, and I asked my husband's opinion. I was like, what do you think? Should I do this or should I do this? And then he's like, yeah, use the moss because then it just looks a little bit better. So I am now going to use the moss. And again, I love the look of the moss. I just don't like playing with it. It's a lot like the floral foam. I don't like the floral foam either. Very essential and very much needed, but I don't like playing with it because it's just ew. Especially when the floral foam gets under your nails, that irks me. So again, I am going to place the Spanish moss under there, and then I'm just going to give it a real quick haircut just to clean it up a little bit, and then do it to the second pumpkin, and that really set off the look, and it is absolutely gorgeous. The best part is you could either use these as egg candy dishes, or you could even put little tea lights in them like I did here. And then now you have a beautiful fall candle holder or candy dish. And they will not fall apart because of the UV resin. So let me know what you think about this project in the comments down below. And I look forward to seeing what you guys think about it. And then here I am opening it up to let you guys see. like you guys can't see through glass that there's a candle in there, but whatever. I just figured that's what I'll do. Just to, because, yeah, they're absolutely beautiful. And this is my favorite project. Okay, so like this video, share this video with your friends, comment on this video. I do get back to the comments, and please subscribe. And if you haven't already, or if you have subscribed, thank you so much. Please make sure you are still subscribed, and if you haven't already, please subscribe, and also hype this video. Hype it up. Yeah, you know you guys want to. It's free and it's easy, and you don't have to go anywhere or do anything. You don't even have to get out of your pajamas. Just hype it. Okay, so now on to the last project, project number 3. This one is also quite beautiful. I got that pumpkin from, you know, the Dollar Tree. And I decided to paint it in Harvest Orange and do the chocolate as well. And yeah, so because that is way too orange and I've never seen a pumpkin that orange. So then I go ahead and I mess it up. And then I take that circle round and I wax it with Waverly Hello Hobby Antique Wax is what it is. And I do the bottom and the top. Again, I place the pumpkin on the center. Now, I wanted to do that with the candle holders, but the pumpkins were way too big for the candle or the wood rounds that I have. So they turned out to be square. So then I take a bunch of these florals that I got from the Dollar Tree as well. And because it's foam, I just start sticking flowers and leaves in there. Now, I know I should have did a little bit more. I am hitting the leaves and the flowers with the heat gun because then it opens them up and it straightens them out so they're not all squished and wrinkled. And I'm sitting there going, okay, so then I want the leaves more at the bottom. So I go ahead and I just bend them towards like that. And then I just continue to add. And I got the fall leaves going in there. And then I have these, they look like daisies? I don't know. And I hit them too because I was like, I didn't hit them. So there's some kind of flower in the fall. I didn't even check to see what they were called from the Dollar Tree. But when I got home and I started putting it together, I was like, I should have added more color than just orange and burgundy. But you live and you learn. And that's not a problem. I did get 2 different orange flowers. That one has a little bit off orange, so it's not the same color. It's the same color, but it's a different tone, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So I just go ahead and keep adding that. Now, I do it until I'm like happy with how full it is. And yeah, so that's all really you have to do is just go by what you like, what you're like, when you see something and it's pleasing, then that's when you stop. You don't have to keep adding more unless you're like, but if you're like, oh, it needs this, then you're not really all happy with it. But that's all you have to do is just make sure that you're happy with the outcome. And that's just what I'm doing here. And so I'm just going to keep on blabbing and blabbing and blabbing because what else am I going to do? We're just going to sit here in awkward silence like this. No, we're not going to sit here in awkward silence. So, yeah, hopefully I am done soon with putting it together. I normally skip ahead, but I just want a video where I actually put everything together and not... So now here I'm like, okay, we could add more color into there with the leaves. Instead of the leaves being all at the bottom, we're going to add them in the middle just to break up all the orange a little bit. And that worked out a lot. And then I found some curly Q things that were brown. And off camera, I actually put them in there. But if you saw the wine cork video, you seen that I made some pumpkin firecrackers that I actually use in this project too. And that's why I made those firecrackers. Well, I didn't want them to look like firecrackers. I was just being lazy, guys. I did not want to cut them in half because cut up cork it's also messy. And so I was just like, oh, well, we'll just go ahead and do this. And yeah, my son tried to light them, but whatever. He didn't really try to. He motioned like he had a lighter. He didn't really have a lighter though. But yeah, so now we are just putting in the little finishing touches, and then I clean that up a little bit. And then now, I also found this thankful sign. So I was like, yes, we could do this thankful sign because it is Thanksgiving or fall and everything. So I could keep it out for yeah, so I go ahead, and the thankful sign is actually gold. So I was like, that's really perfect and beautiful. I touched the hot glue while I was putting it in there, and then there is the firecrackers that I made out of wine corks in the previous video a week ago. And yeah, so now I'm just going to shove them in there, and that way it gives it a little bit more. You know what? It also looks like, what are they called? Cattails or foxtails? Foxtails for California is those little things that get stuck in your sock and then they hurt like unimaginable pain. So, I don't know what it is. So now we're breaking out the Spanish moss again. So all three projects have Spanish moss. But again, it finishes off the project and it looks really nice. And so I'm just going to go ahead and hot glue it down to the base of the pumpkin. And then again, we are going to add the... what are those things called? I used pine cones. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. See, this is why I like you guys, because you yell it out, and I'm like, yeah, that's what it is. So, yeah, now we're just going to give it a little bit of a haircut, and then clean it up a little bit, and then we are going to get out the pine cones after I clean up that mess. Look at that mess. I really wish there was a way that you can just craft and just not have to deal with the mess, because that would be amazing. So here's what it looks like right now. I do have little fall leaves and pine cones on the bottom. And I did that off of camera. And then, again, off camera, you can see the little curly cues off the side. I also did that off camera as well. But let me know what you think of this project as well. I really enjoyed making it, and it was so much fun. And the pumpkin looks absolutely amazing. And kind of real from this angle. Yeah, I'm just going to stick with that. I do wish that I did do different colors in there for the fall things, but I have so many different fall bouquets that I will be decorating this house for the last time for the fall season on this mountain, because we are planning on moving when our son graduates. Okay, so here's the final reveal of everything together. And my goodness, it's absolutely beautiful. I am very happy with the way it turned out. Let me know what you think. There is the homemade from scratch pumpkins that we made out of the foam clay. And I took off the white pumpkins because you guys said to take off the white pumpkins. They looked hideous. I agree with you guys. I understand. And that is why I did it. So then there's the little curly cues and the little firecracker pumpkins that I made out of wine corks. If you haven't seen that video, go back a week. And check that video out. It was pretty cool. Pretty fun. It was all about wine corks. So there was 3 projects all about wine corks. This project, or this video, is all about the pumpkins. And so there's my favorite that I absolutely adore. And I am very confident that they will stay together because the UV resin is absolutely amazing. So every crafter should have a UV lamp and some UV resin on hand, just so that they can combine glass and glass together. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for spending your precious, valuable time with me. I appreciate you guys all from the bottom of my heart. I am so happy that you guys chose to click on this video and watch this channel. Please subscribe, share, like, comment, and hype. Yes, hype, hype, hype. Hype it up. You know you want to. And it's free to you, and it helps me out. And until I see you on the next one, may God bless every single one of you. Bye.